Everybody. I just wanted to send a video to quickly introduce myself and introduce this course since we won't be able to meet on Wednesday, January 13th next week, which is technically the first day of class. My name is Martha Church and I am your instructor for business communication. This is a really fun course. I absolutely love teaching this course. I try and make it like no other course you've ever taken or no other night class you've ever taken because I realize that night classes aren't always the most amusing thing. But I'm sorry I can't be there on the first night of class, but I guarantee that we will cover everything and you will get caught up to speed next week on January 20th. But I wanted to take some time to go over just a few course fundamentals, brief introduction about myself, and then kind of get you started for the first week itself. So as I said, this is business communication, and one of the neat things about this course is that it's broken down into 3 different components. So the first component that we look at is business writing, and we'll do this by focusing on 2 specific assignments, and you'll have prompts for those, but looking at how to effectively convey your message to your audience. We'll do this by writing a neutral message and then a bad news message. The other component, or the second component, is speaking in a business setting. And you'll have a few speeches that you'll have to do. 2 of them will be individual. 1 will be a team presentation. And just learning how to actually convey your message as an oral delivery to a specific audience. And then the final component, which is probably the component I'm most excited about, is taking all the concepts that we learned throughout the textbook and throughout lecture and applying them to real life setting and seeing how those concepts and those theories themselves are in play with companies and organizations that we're most familiar with today. So I promise we will make sure to get through all of that in the next 15 weeks. It's a really exciting course, but I wanted to walk you through a couple things about the syllabus that I think are important for you to know. The best way to always get a hold of me is email. So my email is churchml@ucmail.uc.edu. I'm always checking email, so if you send me something, I guarantee I'll respond back within a couple hours. Unless I'm sleeping, then it might be 7 or 8, but I'll make sure that I get back to you in a timely manner as well. On the first day of class, I will also give you my cell phone number so that if there's anything that you quickly need to ask me, you can always just shoot me a text message as well. Let's see, looking at the syllabus here. Attendance for this class is mandatory, and I know it goes without saying, but when you have a week-long class or a class that meets once a week, you are essentially trying to cover information that you would in a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday class. So missing just one class, you miss an abundance of just information that you can't catch up on. So you have to come to class. I do take attendance. And then there are also classes where there might be some bonus points because you'll attend as well. And we'll talk about that more on January 20th when we meet as a class. I am always looking for class participation, so I don't like to stand up there and lecture the entire time. I like to make sure that the students get involved. So make sure that you raise your hand, make sure you participate, and when I ask questions or if I'm looking for feedback or anything like that, it's always helpful to just make sure that you participate in class because that always benefits students well at the end of the semester. The textbook. The textbook is somewhat complicated. There's going to be a document that's on Canopy about how to register your textbook. As the syllabus says, there are essentially 2 ways that you can get the textbook, and you do have to buy the textbook for this course. The first way that you can buy it is physically going to the bookstore and buying a hardbound copy or a actual tangible copy of the textbook. With that textbook, you will get it in loose leaf pages that you can pop into a 3-ring binder, but you'll also get an access code. That's going to give you access to online assessments that are done throughout the quarter. These are, think of them almost like reading comprehension. We'll call them APLIA sets, APLIA, and those are worth 10% of your grade. So for each chapter that we cover, which is 12 chapters, there's going to be a set of questions that go along with the chapters themselves. So you need to have the textbook. And that's why I say if your roommate or if your sorority sister or your fraternity brother, your mom took this class, if anybody that you know took this class, you can't use their book because each access code is needing to be purchased. The other way that you can go and get this book, the textbook for this class, is to go to the website that's listed on the first page of your syllabus, and then you can actually go and buy, it's $75, half the price of what you would pay at the bookstore, but you're essentially just buying the access code itself. With that, then, you are going to get the e-text. So you'll get access to Applia, which are the online question sets, and then you'll also get the e-text, which is your textbook in e-form, so via your computer. If you buy the hardbound copy or the loose leaf copy at the bookstore, then you will also be getting the e-text as well. So if you're a person that likes to have something you can write notes on or highlight or physically hold and touch, then I suggest going to the bookstore. But if you don't mind reading from a computer screen, then you can just get the e-text. But those are the two options that you have for your textbook itself. And then once you get your access code, use the document that I've uploaded to go ahead and register your textbook. I know it says wait for the first day of class, but I'd rather you have it registered. I am going to extend the due dates for the Applia until January 20th or maybe 27th, just to make sure that you guys are familiar with what you need to do. But I would suggest that you have the textbook by the first time we meet on January 20th, so that you're aware of what actually needs to be done and you kind of are familiar with the book. And then that way, on the first night of class, if you have your laptop with you, I'll walk you through some of the components that the e-text offers and just walk you through different parts of Applia and how to use it. But go ahead and start with that. If you have any problems registering, or if there's something wrong, as long as you follow those step-by-step registration instructions, then you'll be good to go as far as getting your book set up and getting registered with the course. But any problems that you have, send me an email, and then I'll make sure if I need to, I can get my Cengage rep involved. But you can also, if there's something really weird going on, we can always involve the tech support at the Cengage team. Cengage is the publisher for the textbook itself. So we've got some assignments coming up. So third week of class, we are going to do personal narratives. And we'll go over what this is exactly, but it is basically a 2 to 3 minute speech about yourself. So the prompt is already on Canopy if you want to get a jump start on it. But I'll send another video here over the weekend and just get you guys more familiar with what exactly it is I'm looking for. And on the second night of class, which is actually our first night of class, we'll go over outlining all of that. The chapters, the PowerPoints for chapters 1 and 2 are already on Canopy Blackboard, so you'll be able to locate those and read through those as well. And then I'll just do a quick refresher the first night of class, January 20th. So that's about all that I have. If there are any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. Please make sure that, if you're struggling with anything, if you're just really lost because we're not meeting next week, please make sure that you let me know, and I will make sure that I am helping you out to get you caught up as well. I want to work together with you. Again, I'm truly sorry I cannot be there for the first night of class, but I am going to be available on campus. So if you need to meet before we actually get together on January 20th, just let me know, and I'll be happy to meet with anybody. Just send me an email if you need to, but I look forward to meeting you on January 20th and introducing myself in person. And I wish you guys all a good rest of your winter break, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much, and any questions, email me. Bye.